चलो जी, रोहित शर्मा की सुनते हैं प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस। क्या बोला रोहित शर्मा ने, चलिए सुनते हैं।
Start. How much of a relevance is that from this match point of view, or does pitch hold the key?
No, I think playing good cricket holds the key. No matter opposition, pitch, I think you know what to expect from the conditions. So you got to prepare yourself in a way that you know these type of conditions are there in front of you all. So we've spoken about it, what we need to do on these type of conditions. We have had lengthy chats with individuals about what the game plan can be for the batters and the bowlers as well. And and try and control what is in your control, which is to give your best, which is to assess and play accordingly. I said it in the previous press conference as well, the first one where I said there is a lot of experience in our changing room. So when you come across conditions like this, I expect everyone to make good decisions, at least try and make good decisions. Of course, it can go on either side of it, but as long as you think and make decisions based on what you see in front of you, you're giving yourself the best chance of having success. So I think that is what we are going to try and do. Again, we're going to approach how we approached the first game. Nothing changes for us. We want to try and tick all the boxes in batting, bowling, and fielding. पूछो यार, कोई भी पूछो ना.
Rohit, we know that Virat always has had a stranglehold over the Pakistan attack, especially in T20 World Cup. How good has he been in practice till now? Because we didn't see him in against Bangladesh, and we saw him and had a long batting stint.
Yeah, look, like everyone else, I think I don't want to rely on one or two individuals to win us the game. I think all 11 of us needs to contribute. And of course, there are key players who are going to play key roles for us. But I think everyone needs to chip in whatever they can, in however they can, in their best possible way. And speaking of Virat, obviously, he didn't play that Bangladesh game, but he's had enough training under his belt before this game. He trained yesterday, didn't had a great outing in the first game, but that is, we're not going to look into too much of that. Again, the kind of experience that he has, playing all over the world, playing in big tournaments, nothing can beat that. So I think, like him, there are responsibility on everyone who's going to play tomorrow to fetch us those 2 points.
Rohit, you've spoken about staying in the present, and all of you are professional cricketers. But when something happens like what happened in the Ireland game, where you got a blow, Rishabh got a blow, what does it take for the batter who has got hit, or for the guys sitting there, to put that behind and just focus on what's coming next? How much does it take out of you mentally to do that?
Hey, look, it's tough, but that's when again I will come back to the experience part of it. I think a lot of these guys are quite experienced, and the reason they are representing the country out of 1.4 billion is because they are mentally tough. They are different from the rest who are sitting back home. They have everything with them. They are slightly more. I wouldn't say skilled, but it's more to do with how mentally they think about it. And when you are playing at the highest level, all these, what counts is what's in front of you. We saw many examples when you play in places like South Africa, Australia, and you have to cross those hurdles. The reason toughness, the last day when we were batting on that pitch, in Gabba, we saw the invariable bounce there, and a lot of the batters got hit on their chest, fingers, and these are the hurdles that you have to cross when you want to have success in international cricket. It cannot be it is not going to be easy every time, and these are the moments that you yourself as individual want to put in and try yourself and test yourself. So I'm sure, all the players who are going to play want to be in difficult conditions, difficult situation. They thrive on this kind of moments. So again, it's the World Cup. You know, so nothing can get bigger than this. You're playing for your nation in the World Cup. I think the blows that you get or you take on your arm, your finger, on your head, I think that can be secondary. You need to put the team's cause first, whether it is staying out there and battling it out and getting the job done for the team.
Rohit, it's the same game of bat and ball. The bowlers do the same things that other bowlers do. But when there's a Pakistan game or a semi-final or a final, the stakes get higher, the expectations change. As players and as a captain, how does like the leading in period change for you? Small markers like how your brain is working, what kind of sleep you're getting, how you're feeling in the warm-ups, etc. Is there any change in that, or is it just like another game?
No, not really. Nothing has changed from last 7 months because we played them in Asia Cup and then the World Cup and now. So earlier it was a different ball game because we used to play them maybe once in 4 years or 2 years. Now it's a different ball game. We literally played 7 months back in Asia Cup and the World Cup, and here we are again now. So for me, I think nothing changes. Like, I've said it many a times. I want to approach this as another international game where, I got to get myself recollected and, make those decisions on the field. And I'm sure everyone will have their own way of dealing with games like this. But I have my process. I'll think about what is right to do at this point in time. Being a captain, I have to make decisions on the field. So I think what's more important for me is to just think about what I need to do right now or this particular over, not to even think of how much do we need to get after 20 overs or how much we need to bowl them out. I think it's about that one over, how we want to finish that over, staying in the present and literally just nailing it down to maybe over by over and think about what you need to do in that particular over. And that is where the skill of captain comes into play. I'm sure other captains think differently. Everyone has their own way, but this is how I like to think about that one particular over, because this is literally a place where you can't think too far ahead. Game changes every over here, so you need to think about that particular over and how you can win that one over and then move on to the next over. So I think it's about that. I know there's a lot of thinking that needs to go in these kind of thought process, but I'm okay with that.
Rohit, Rishabh at number 3. Obviously, there's a lefty breaking up 3 right-handers. But, this is a guy coming